Good evening. We are Team D. Now we are presenting the live streaming to all of you. Here is today's agenda, and let me come to introduction. And what the live streaming apps can do? We can we want to include these 4 functions into our mobile app, which is host a live streaming. The second one is watch on mobile and PC. The third one is upload the cover photo, and the fourth one is multiple hosting and rooms. And what can live streaming apps can to do? The app can the YouTuber can sharing their travel journey in this app. They can tutors can give tutorial lessons for students through live streaming apps, and also some activities can hold and present to the audience through live streaming apps. Now let me pass to Luis to talk about the techniques we use to establish the app.
Yeah, as Jason has mentioned, so we will like build a personal profile for every client using our app. So basically, we'll need the data transaction between the client side and the server side. So through this project, we know more. We have a deeper understanding on the data exchanging between the two sides. So first of all, we must write all the codes on the Angel emulator, or I mean, we use the Angel Studio to write all the Java codes, so we can. So for the data, we need to send it to the server side. It's like first of all, we need to create a user register and a user login website interface. So we need the jQuery for the client side to transport the data from the client side. So for the server side, of course, we need all these powerful scripting language like PHP and MySQL. It's like, as we all know, we need a database. We need a powerful database for like live streaming. We need to store all the URL or the images from the users. So we choose the OpenShift platform. It's a very powerful platform offering stable MySQL, my administration functions. So basically, we also need to encode all the data in the data object with JSON. It's like it provides a secure and effective object, so we can make it a lightweight transaction. So as you can see, with the PHP by administration, we can easily overwrite the data in the database, and so we can automatically use the app on the Angel side to transfer the data. So aside from the basic understanding about the whole understanding, we also need to grasp all the techniques about the tools we use. So here are 3 kinds of data transfer tools. The most widely used tool for the beginners, I think it's the GitHub. It's a third picture here. GitHub is like it's both like the FTP transfer, and also it's like a forum, so you can change your experience and your knowledge with the experienced experts there. But also we also learn something about the Git and the FileZilla. Git is like a command line format tool, so we can make it more professional. And FileZilla is like a more mature platform. It's like a more powerful software. the emulator on the Angel Studio, it cannot provide the taking picture function. So we use Genymotion. It's a more powerful Angel emulator. And about the topic we talk about, the streaming, we know something that Wowza is like the very famous streaming engine nowadays. It's like it provides more stable streaming, especially the video quality. It will help us to make it more stable for the users. So let's welcome Jason to talk more about the time schedule.
Thank you, Louis. And now let's come to the learning time schedule. As we are a long project, we have scheduled some tasks step by step. And here is our timeline. And the first one, in the first week and the second week, we will try to learn how to develop a list view. And this is the first step we have learned, and which is very useful techniques we will show in the demonstration. And the third week and the fourth week, we are trying to develop like a camera and video record and preview in the app. As you can see, this is the main function. We can use this to record a video, and this is the next step. We will have streaming. And the fifth week and the sixth week, we are trying to establish a login system, which the users can log in by their username and password, and they can log into their unique ID, and they can view in their site and post image to the servers, because we want to make some different images which can represent themselves. So this is a second function we learned in the 6 weeks. And the seventh and the eighth week, we are trying to live streaming through the mobile and the notebook, and which Dennis will show you later. And you can. We are not only in the mobile and mobile side, we are only can live streaming through the mobile and the desktop side. And the 9th and the 10th week, we are live streaming with mobile and mobile, just as I mentioned before. And the 11th week and the 12th week, just last week, we are live streaming with multiple rooms, and we are trying to work through the rooms and trying to see how frequently the app is, or how long we can receive the traffic. And the second one, we record in the mobile side, and record like the video and some pictures, and play through the mobile and the PC side. And now let's come to the user interface, and let me pass the time to Dennis to show the funny demonstration.
Okay, thank you, Jason. And I was talking about the user interface in our apps, and our apps is providing the live streaming, and so the purpose of this is to provide more sharing live something. And so our app is called live streaming. So you can see the user interface is more fancy and using some of the latest design of the material designs that is developed by Google. So these pages that we will go through in the demonstration. And also it is the web version, 就是design using interface in the web, in the desktop. So let's have a demonstration time now. So I will first use the emulator in here. Oh no. Labs. So just something delayed here. Well, I mean talking about the first in the mobile version user interface and the demonstration of live streaming first. So okay, this is our app in the emulator sessions, and we're using the emulator and just this is the card view of the material design and it's very fancy and also it is the first example of available live streaming. So let's us to create a new live streaming. So you can press this button to create a new live streaming, and this is the settings in here, and you can type in your name, your title, and your description. So I just type in my name first, and also the title, and I set hello world, and also the description. And it is basically like this. And so you can see that the first page in the home page has the card view with the cover photo. Then we can make a cover photo in here, and you can choose to take a picture or choose your picture, your cover photo in your gallery. So let's try to take a cover photo. And let me open the camera of this emulator. Oh. So you can see it is a notebook emulator camera, and when I just take a picture, okay, then you can preview. Then you can quickly to preview the image that you take in here. And let's take a start streaming first. So I don't know why the simulator is not working to display the record video, but it is working to view them. But it's absolutely recording now. So it is a mobile in the screen streaming, and you can just make a refresh and swipe down to refresh. You can see the refresh and then so there's something delayed, but you can still see here, and you can see the card view is displayed in here, and also have a correct title and description and our name Dennis in the right corner. So when I press the first card view, you can see it is streaming now from my notebook to recording the camera, but it's something delayed in this screen, but our mobile is working fine. So let's use the mobile to recording. Oh, this delayed. So I don't waste this, and you can just you can make a new live streaming in here. and type the same thing, or for example, can and something title in here. And description. Okay. You can see I type the something information for this live streaming, and I want to take a picture here. And you can see the camera is triggered, and I just take a picture of here. It's something delayed. You can see here is displayed our cover photo in preview in here. I'm still waiting. So I don't waste to, and then I'm going to start the streaming now. Start the streaming now, and then loading and have a recording here. So let's ask Jason to use another mobile to view what it is mobile is recording. You can press it, and then you can see this is our card wheel here. And when I press this, since it's a black, since so I take this first. You just walk around here, and it's playing everywhere inside this room, or you may outside, and it's still streaming. Still streaming up here. So it's very funny. And also, you can view in the website. So let's go through it here and refresh it. So you can see this is the first example, and the right and the left here is the new post. So when I press the play, and below we have a jQuery and then Ajax to click. Or you may still, it's still work, and have a live streaming. Both the desktop and the mobile. So if I want to have a multiple live streaming and see both in the website, then I can also create a new live streaming here, and I just press something like fire. And I just take a picture. And have a start streaming. Okay, it's now streaming now, and you can see that a new post also here. So you can play whether you want in different channels, and I switch to Jason mobile. Model version proxy. So it made a network delay. So I start another new live streaming. So you can see it works in here, and I just recording a duck. So okay, then you can see the JSON mobile is recording. So you can change a different channel in the website. Okay, and this is our demonstration. Thank you.